Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You know you're part of the what? Grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 gang. And if you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you over here. It's free 99. It costs you nothing to hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me comments down below, and let me know how you're doing. You know what I say, if you're about to watch this video, keep on doing what you are doing. Just listen to the background, check in here and there, leave me a comment, hit the like, so that we can both be doing something productive. All right, y'all. So y'all know I was about to do all these digital planner, budget planner flip throughs, and not have a Bible planner flip through. If you know, you know. I'm going to have a Bible planner flip through. So if you're not a Christian girly boy, whatever you may be, you don't have to watch this one. I get it. But for my Christian babes, here we go. First, I'm going to take us to Etsy, which will be linked down below, where I show you so we can get more of our information on what I downloaded. That's not it. So let me get to my purchases. Here we are. So this is a digital journaling Bible. Oh, it's still $15, you guys. Let me bring y'all in. It's still $15. And this is on sale. It's normally $30. I got it on Black Friday. It was $15 for me as well. It actually was free for me because I ended up with a free gift card. But $15 is great for what you get. So it is an American Standard Version. I haven't read that one yet. I've been using NLT and NIV, but I think it'll be fine. Let's scroll through and see what we got here. It has all these different pages, and I'll go through them a little bit more. It's got an index, sermon note, all the things, right? So cute. And it does have different versions. This is what I wanted to go through with you all. There's a $10 budgeted one, which I think was like $5 or $7 during the sale. And it's, you get all the books that are linked, a column for journaling, and blank space, but you don't get linked chapters. And you get a standard for 15, 25, or 30. So each of them has a different option. I'm not going to go through all of those. Y'all could definitely click the link down below and see which one is best for you. This is the cover. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. And this is my first one that's actually like a landscape planner. Most of the ones I have are a portrait style, but I think it makes sense that it's a landscape because it's more of a book. So there's some general information over here. Then it says the Holy Bible containing the Old and the New Testaments, digital American Standard Version. So here we have like what's called her info page. On the side here to the left, you have the table of contents, the topical index, a blank pages, and a reading plan. She gives you all the hex codes, which is amazing, that you can use like your dropper tool and get if you want your Bible journaling to be really cohesive. She has recommended programs that she thinks it'll work well with. If you have iOS, GoodNotes, NoteShelf, and Zoom Notes, I'm using GoodNotes. If you have Android, she recommends NoteShelf, Zoto, and Metamoji. I'm not sure if that's Zoto. I just said it how I thought it. And then navigation is a table of context, topical, invent, blank, index, and reading pages. And they're all clickable links. Very informative with or without me, you know. For more information or tutorials, you can check her out at BiblePaintShop.com. She not only has an Etsy shop, but she has a physical website. Your blank pages will come in a plain page, a dot grid page, and also a lined page. And then we're going to go into each chapter and we'll see all the different links and the study inserts can be put in and all your chapters. So that's just your table of contents page looks like this. You can click on books of the Bible and your topical index looks like this. But let's go into the actual thing and see what it actually looks like. So let's go over, and we have our Old and our New Testament. It looks like this if it's actually fit on the page. However, I'm just trying to make it bigger so you guys can see it. So let's just check out the Old Testament side first. Very self-explanatory. And I love how she makes it where it's broken down into division. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy are all the Pentateuch. Y'all, I don't know what that means, but that's what it says right there. Pentateuch. Okay. And then this section is historical. This section is wisdom and poetry, which makes sense because Psalms and Proverbs is over there. These are your minor prophets. These are your major prophets. And then we go into the New Testament section, which is also broken down: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John Gospels. That makes sense. And we have Acts, Pauline epistles. Then we have blank pages, church history, Revelations, and general epistles. So she has this broken down into many, many things. I also believe when you hit the center of that page, any page, let me make sure I'm not in editing mode. If you're trying to click any links, make sure you're not in edit mode. So if you click the center page, it'll usually bring you back to this page, any spine. So let's start in the beginning. Let's hit Genesis. So it'll bring us to Genesis, and this will be what pops up. And from here, you can choose any chapter. So if I wanted to go on Genesis 27, I would just click that and see I'm on Genesis 27. This is what I love about this, is that you get to the page and you have all this space to write, you guys. Over here, I can journal to my heart's content. I could turn on my editing, and then I can start to write if I want. Boop, 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 boop. Not gonna make any sense, but you see what I'm saying? And if it's too small, you can make it bigger and just keep writing. And I love that. Then she has these two little squares here, which I think are meant to be for Bible study templates. So you get, with the version that I purchased, you get Bible study templates, and you get the SOAP template for scripture observation application. And in the end, you know what, let me do it now, because I'm gonna say that and then I'm gonna forget. So for example, in those little areas, if you don't want to do your own type of study notes in there, you can use hers. So what I would do is I turn my editing on, grab my lasso, and I would copy this, and then I would go back to the Bible, and I would make it a little bigger just to make sure I place everything right. And then I'm going to paste, right? And then I'm going to put this over the study template circle, and then I'm going to make it fit. And just like that, I can then use that section to do my SOAP method. And it, of course, you're in a file, so you can pull it up and you can either write with your handwriting or you can type, whatever makes it easier for you. And that's just how you can utilize these boxes. Again, this particular one came with a whole bunch of different templates that I could use. I've got a Faithful God one, sermon notes. We've got Awesome God, Example of God Power, Notes, Grateful, Faithful, just a whole bunch. So that was really nice that those also came with that. Or you could choose not to do that at all. You can always make yourself your own square using a text box and just making your own colors and all that. But let's get back to it. And so if I'm here, I have the option of hitting Genesis again. Ooh, too close to the edge, and it will bring me back to all the chapters again. And then if I want to get out of Genesis from here, I can hit the table of contents. Oh, sorry. Everything's kind of close to the edge. So you got to make sure you're really where you want to be. Hit the table of contents, and it will bring me back to where it says Old and New Testament. So if I go back over to Genesis, and we're going to go to 5, we're in here. Here are the other tabs that you can click from here. So not only can you click Genesis to get back to your chapter view, but you can actually go to your table of contents from here. You can go to your topical index from here, blank pages from here, as well as your reading plan from here. All right. And so let's click on those. You already know where table of contents takes us, back here. And again, another way to get back to the table of contents, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I think I might have, but if you're on a chapter and you immediately want to get back to the table of, do you want to not? Table of contents, you can hit the spine. And if you click the spine, that'll also bring you back to the table of contents. Okay, and then so let's say we're in a chapter, then we can also go to topical index. So I love this, right? Although the other day I was searching for something like comparison and they didn't have that, but another thing you can do is actually make your own, which I also like. So here's a topical index, and basically what this means is she's giving you from A to Z different topics that you may be struggling with, right? Or you want to learn about. And it will be located under the letter that you're searching for. So for instance, in M, if you're going to want to have verses about marriage, here are all the verses that she has referenced that should help you through different situations in marriages. The nice thing is that she also leaves blank spaces for you to be able to write some in of your own. And like, for instance, when I was in C, it has anxiety, Christian living, and if you just scroll, it'll keep going through the Christian living has a lot, debt, depression, all that, but it didn't have comparison. So I would have wanted to add in comparison. I would have wanted to add in a page for comparison, and then wrote some verses that I thought helped me. Now, some will have nothing, and this is like Z has nothing, and this is like a perfect page to copy. So if you were to take the thing and copy this page, you could do the current template like after this page, and then you could put it in before C or by C, and then make your own thing for like comparison and writing your chapters. But I love that. That's what I love about digital planning. There's so many different ways to make things your own. But yeah, this is what the topical index really is. And of course, you have your table of contents on each page to get you back to the top. So from here, actually, and also I want to make sure you guys know, if you're on the table of contents, you're back to the front. So you could just go back a page, go to your left, swipe right, and it'll bring you back to the main page where you can find these again. So from the topical, you can go to blank pages. So here she gives you an option of a plain blank page, which if you just want to write and journal back here, you can do that. You also have a dot grid back page. I hope you guys can see that dot grid. And so that will give you a dot grid if you want to do some bullet journaling or something. Then you have line pages, and keep in mind, this is a digital planner. So at any point you can just add pages in. So if, let's say after this page, I wanted to add the current template, as you can see, I now have another line page. There's the line page that was there, and here's a new line page that I added. And again, like I said, she gave you a blank page of the topical index so that if you wanted to create your own, see there's a blank space, I could do comparison and find my own, and then I could copy this, and then I could go into these 4 dots and put it wherever I wanted, maybe in order of the topical index page. So that was really awesome. She thought of a lot in this. So I'm going to go back to there, then back it up. Then the last thing we haven't touched is the reading plans, which is really cool because it's just a page for a reading plan. So if you it looks like this, basically. If you don't have it, everything is 1, 2, and 3. And then if you look closer, what it is you see all the books of the Bible. And let's say you've read all of Genesis. Like this year, I read all of Genesis, Exodus, and I think most of Leviticus. And what I could do is go into my marker, and I would first personally, I would probably save some presets of the hex code so that I can match them up with the Bible colors already here. But let's say I didn't, I can go to my highlighter, and let's say I just use the green that's on it, that it's on. And let's say, oh, I already read all this. I read all of that. And let's just say so it's like a cool way for you. I read all of Exodus, but just for example, you can see like whatever color you chose, you could choose a darker purple, a darker yellow, just to kind of see where you're at. And then you can see how far you've gone for the year. And I really, really like that. Don't want to do that right now, but I might. And so, yeah, those are all the tabs on the side. I don't think I'm missing anything. This one should not take super long, because yeah, that's the Genesis. Guys, so that is it. That is basically it. I'm so looking forward to using this Bible in 2025. So excited to be able to read and write and use all those different templates. She also sent something else that was supposed to be used with another app. It was like a freebie, but I haven't gotten to that app yet, so I don't know how to open it up. But again, it's on Etsy and it's a free download, and it's always going to be there for me. I really do think I'm going to enjoy it, and I actually really do like the colors that she chose. So all is well. Let me know down below if you're going to consider getting yourself a digital Bible, or if you already have one, let me know if you like it. The link to this one will be down below. I don't get any kind of anything for this. I'm just sharing the ones that I like with you all, so that when y'all see me doing Bible study and things like that, y'all don't be like, Tara, where you got that from? I am a sharer. I don't gatekeep. All right, guys, have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, it's faith over fear this year, but not just this year, but what? Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, Bye. Jazz hands. Love you, mean it. Bye.